Hi everyone, this is Brendan from LemWatch, and today we're going to answer a simple and important question. Is Uptime Robot still relevant in 2026? Not just whether it works, but if it still fits how modern teams monitor infrastructure. Monitoring has changed. In 2026, teams actually care about performance, not just uptime. Faster incident response, fewer blind spots, and clear ownership. Uptime Robot has been around for years and it's widely used, but relevance depends on how it's used. So instead of reviewing features, we're going to look at common mistakes that people make when it's outdated, when often it's misconfigured. The first mistake is treating Uptime Robot like something you configure once and never revisit. Why does this happen? Because it's quite simple to set up, really. You add your homepage, you turn on your alerts, and you move on. But as your system evolves with new endpoints, new flows, new APIs, then your monitoring doesn't evolve with it. The consequences of that is that critical pages go unmonitored. Downtime can slip through and you lose confidence in your alerts. And that's not a tools problem, it's a workflow problem. So, how to fix it? You have to review your monitors quarterly. Ask yourself, what user paths generate revenue? What APIs are critical? And what environments matter most? Monitoring should reflect how your product is used, not how it looked 2 years ago. Mistake number two is expecting deep diagnostics from a lightweight tool. And that is expecting Uptime Robot to do everything. It's built for uptime monitoring, not for full stack observability or advanced APM and even infrastructure tracking. When teams expect it to diagnose root causes, they feel it's not enough. But that's not its purpose. Uptime Robot is strong at availability checks, fast alerts, and basic historical reporting. It was never meant to replace enterprise observability tools. The fix for mistake number two is to use it for what it's designed for. You can pair it with performance tools if needed and let it handle uptime clearly and cleanly. The third mistake is alert overload. That comes when you have too many monitors, no retry thresholds, and your alerts are sent to absolutely everyone. So what happens? Your teams ignore notifications, Slack channels get noisy, and real issues get buried in the noise. Relevance doesn't disappear because of features. It disappears because alerts lose credibility. The fix for that is to use retry attempts, separate staging and production alerts, and route critical monitors to responsible owners. Monitoring only works if your signal is trusted. For context, this is how we do this in LemWatch, which is the tool we use ourselves. In LemWatch, we think about monitoring as structured oversight, not just is this website up, but who owns this monitor? What happens when it fails? How quickly is response triggered? The goal isn't just uptime alerts, it's reducing downtime through clarity and workflow alignment. So that's where modern monitoring evolves. Right. Is Uptime Robot still relevant in 2026? Yes, if you use it intentionally and understand its boundaries. But if you're scaling and thinking about structured operational monitoring, not just availability checks, you may want something more aligned with modern workflows. If you want to see this approach in full, LemWatch is linked below.